The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like a lotto.
Hello. Welcome back to the StyleBeasting podcast, and with your host Dylan Wall on episode 81 of the StyleBeasting podcast. And today it's gonna be a packed full podcast because a lot of bullshit happened within this past fucking week, alongside a lot of good stuff that happened, but a lot of bullshit happened. So, I might as well start with the bullshit first. So,
Yeah, boy.
For the people that aren't from my part of town, we had a countywide blackout for like the past 3 to 4 days. And this was all coming off the cusp of a drag queen show that was happening in downtown. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of like super Christians went down there.
Oh, copycat, make-believe, wannabe G.I. Joe, never was a street gangster.
Were protesting it because they were thinking that all those the drag queen show was gonna like incite their kids to be drag queens or shit like that. And it really just coalesced into like a mob of people just going out being assholes and shooting the power station in my neighborhood, close to my neighborhood, and thinking they were going to take out the lights in that area, but it took out the entire county.
Stupid ass niggas.
And it happened Saturday night, like around Saturday night. And like nobody, like none, like we thought we were going to get our lights back in an hour. Come to find out, the next morning, that Sunday morning, because we didn't know anything about the drag. We knew it was a drag queen thing, show happening, but we didn't know that we didn't have any lights because of that whole protest of the drag queen. So Sunday rolls around, and it's the middle of the day. We're finding out from Duke that we initially thought it was gonna come on that night, that Sunday night, and then later on, one of a friend of a family came over and told us that the lights weren't going to be on fully until Thursday night. And when we got that information, we were just like, yeah, we're not staying in a fucking house in the winter with no lights and no heat for 4 to 5 days. So we went to my cousins in Troy and hang out with her. And it got me thinking that I really miss Montgomery County, and there was a lot of places in Troy that I forgot about that I didn't know was in the best of shapes. But when I went around, I was like, oh shit, there's some stores around here. There's some easy stores around here. Because what I thought my cousin stayed was my cousin A, where she stayed at. All I knew that she stayed in Troy, and I'd never been to a house. So because I was at work, so I never seen it. So we chilled there, and I was like, okay. Now, funny enough, my cousin stays in Butthole. Yes, that's the name of the place that she stays at. It's not the apartment complex. It's just the name of the neighborhood that people call it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But I didn't know my cousin I did not know that my other cousin stayed right across the street too. So it was cool to hang out with them. And it was really good to get some time in, even though that some of us lost power, some of us wasn't able to get the point B because of this whole tragedy. They let out a curfew. You can't be out and about after 9 because it's like, bro, on my street it's dark, like, and there be deer out and shit. So if your car headlights ain't working, you fucked. Like, you are royally fucked.
Now, isn't that just prime?
And like, it's so bad. Like especially at this time of the year when it gets dark at like 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, when there's no lights on the street at all in the neighborhood for like miles upon miles in the whole county, nigga, your ass better be inside or you gonna hit somebody or kill somebody. which tragedy enough, somebody died in this whole entire blackout, which I didn't want to think about somebody doing something stupid, but in this situation, I knew it because it was an opportunity for motherfuckers to get up and steal in these blackouts. Some motherfuckers will take the opportunity, and it's sick as hell too. But what's even sicker is the people who shot out the damn power lines were like saying, "Oh, it's guys' will for us to shoot the power station so nobody has power for 5 days, and everybody goes without." Like, no, that's not God's will. That's idiotic, and you're putting harmless children and like lives at stake. Because some of these places have fucking because the hotels, you think the hotels can run off generators for like a whole week? Like, really, at the end of the day, we thought this was going to last longer because they did not know how long this was going to get fixed. Luckily, it was only I think like a good portion of the county's power got turned on Tuesday, and I think it was Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday night when everybody got good again. But in that whole entire couple days, like all these places and like homes had to throw away a bunch of food because their powers were off and shit was unthawing. Luckily, some people in the neighborhood came together and instead of throwing the food away, took the food around the neighborhood, cooked it, and served to the people. And honestly, not counting the people who fucked this up and put us in this predicament with no lights, but the people who was coming together and helping the community out in any way they possibly could, really brought a community together. Because at the end of the day, everybody was like, did not know what the hell was going to do, what the hell they were going to do, because some people were literally just out of nowhere broke. And honestly, if it wasn't for me saving money in this particular moment, we would have been fucked, because I didn't even know that this shit was going to happen. And that's another thing too. It fucked up everybody's pockets because it's Christmas right around the corner. You want to get something for your family, but you can't because motherfuckers fucked your whole week up. Now, luckily, everybody went back to work, but at the same time, some people still can't come back to work because they still had to get their systems rebooted and all the other shit. A lot of people got fucked up because of this bullshit, but I'm glad people are safe. I'm glad people were with families or with somebody that can help them out until their lights got cut on, and hopefully nobody lost all their food and people are still good, because that shit fucked up a lot of people. It fucked up a lot of people, all because they didn't want people to be gay. So the people who shot that power line, your day is coming. That was some dirty, lowbrow shit, and I hope you get what's coming to you.
Man, you stupid bitch!
But off of being in the dark for a couple of days, let's start the pod with some somewhat cheery news. So, before the blackout, I think there was a bunch of movie trailers that came out and a bunch of big hype hype out. Well, the World Cup is going on, and the men's team were winning. A U.S. men's team were winning, and then we lost. I think the two teams in the finals now are both Muslim teams, and that's a big thing, and that's a big prominent thing going on. The fact that there's two Muslim teams in the semifinals is a big thing, because not many teams of that nature or that religion get close to that. Because mainly some people, because I'm not going to sit here and say that when World Cup or soccer games come out, people don't get rowdy or don't get crazy. Me personally, I seen the other clips of soccer team fans going crazy with knives and like doing basically damn near riots in the street. Like, them niggas go crazy. Like, people go like how people go crazy in New York when the Knicks win. It's worse. Like, they'll flip a whole city over if they have to, if they team losing or niggas beefing. If the nigga or if we're like rival teams, like niggas go crazy. I think there was like, I forgot where it was, but it was a riot was happening. And dude was like, "Hey yo, y'all ticket holders, close this gate. It's about to get wild," and dipped out. So I was like, "God damn, these niggas don't joke." But there is some hate in there. It's some vile hate in there. I'm not gonna say it's sportsman hate, but there's a lot of unsportsmanlike hate going on. And when it comes to sports games, and I won't say rightfully so, but shit, people have money on these teams and shit waited their whole life. Sometimes your team never gets there to that level of, how does I say, level of competition. So when your team goes to the finals, you're like, shit, I definitely need my team to be that nigga, especially in times that I desperately need it. And some people will say that it's the way of the game. Now, I'll agree to some of that, but not all of it. And since the World Cup's going on, there's been a bunch of since the World Cup's going on and Blue Lock's going on, there's been a bunch of like illustrations of characters and the team in the winning team's jersey, or like, I think Japan was winning, but it was a bunch of like Blue Lock memes like, hey, since Blue Lock, Japan had been winning, and that was a big thing too. That was funny as hell because I was watching some of the soccer games while watching Blue Lock. Another thing that was going on was a bunch of Israeli reporters wasn't getting talked to, and for the life of me, I didn't know what was the reason. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Israeli media that people don't really fuck with. And it was a couple of videos people were like, "Oh shit, are you from Israeli?" And niggas was like, "Yes, yes." And the nigga just walked away and then give a second thought. Which when I looked up and found out why, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. But more than that, there's a bunch of movie trailers that came out. So we saw the Avatar trailer for the first time. I don't give a fuck about it. And what I mean is, I don't, just like The Incredibles, bro, it's been like 10 years. And I know it was a good movie, and I know it was like beautiful stuff in it, but it's like, bro, I don't even care anymore. I stopped caring. Like, bro, it's just like 5 fucking years, like 10 years, nigga. Like, I stopped caring, and I understand, man. Like, I want to care, but sorry, man, I just don't. I really just don't give a fuck about it.
Boo this man!
And I think it's the same problem as last time. I think it's humans coming again, and I'm like, I thought no, I think time has passed, but shit. Freaking, I'm not trying to watch a movie that was a 10-year movie about the same shit that would happen 10 years ago. Like, what the hell? I ain't want to watch that. But what else? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer got shown, and from the looks of it, is following the new Guardians of the Galaxy and not the current Guardians of the Galaxy, because I don't know where we at in the story of the Guardians, but it's following the story of, if I'm not mistaken, I think Peter gets the element gun this arc, hopefully, but this is following when all the Guardians of the Galaxy wear the exact same outfit. It's the blue and red
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
army outfit, not the army outfit. It's,
That's okay, take your time.
I want to say like a colonel, like a military colonel outfit, not like where it has like the spots on it, like on some space colonel outfit, and they're all wearing it. Gamora's in it, but I think that's them finding Gamora, and this is the past Gamora since the future Gamora is dead.
Whole squad full of fucking killers, I'm a killer too!
And it's like a lot. It's weird because we saw Adam Warlock, which is the nigga from It's fucking hitting me in my head. It's that fucking weird white show. Fuck. Shameless. Damn, shameless. Fuck. Yeah, the nigga from the gay crazy nigga from Shameless, he's fucking Adam Warlock in this one. And they showed him fighting. And he got some weight on him.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And funny enough, he's in Star Wars too. The new Star Wars game that just got announced too. I think I forgot the name of it too. It's another Jedi game. And they added more stuff to it. But back to this the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like, it looks great. Adam Warlock broke out. I think he's going to help find them. And I think he's going to come together to fight Kang or whatever in the future of the phase, whatever. And from what the trailer is showing us, it's showing somebody's going to die. And the way the trailer's looking and the way that that somebody posted a comic panel of it, it looked like it's going to be Rocket. But I don't think it's going to be Rocket, because I think it's going to be Drax, because I don't know if Batista is still on that same shit he was on before when he said, yo, I want James Gunn directing this movie. And I think James Gunn's still directing the movie. I don't know. I don't know 100%, because he's also directing Blue Beetle. So who knows how that's going to go. But I don't know if the dude who's playing Rocket Raccoon, excuse me, I don't know if his contract is up. So I think he's still good. Hopefully. So I'll see how that goes. And I don't know how the hell, I don't know, because I haven't been watching all the Marvel movies. I'm behind like a bitch. And I just haven't been I haven't been in the rush to watch all these Marvel movies. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But I'm hyped for one movie in particular, that fucking Transformers Beast Wars. Bro, that shit was hard.
I'm a gorilla in a fucking scoop. Finna pull up to the zoo, nigga. So, nigga, who the fuck is you? I don't know, nigga. No, nigga. Pull up on your blocks. We gon' blow, nigga. Go, nigga. Run, nigga. Run for the pole, nigga. Hey, please.
And it's funny that this trailer comes out, because for the past couple weeks I've been watching a lot of Transformers stuff. Like, now I don't think I watched the full of G1 Gundam, but I watched Armada, Energon, Prime, Rise of Cybertron, Primal, Beast Wars, Beast Machines. Like, I watched the entirety of, except G1. Yeah, except G1 of fucking Transformers. I watched all that in like a couple weeks. And it's like so weird, because I saw the leaked movie, not the full thing, like bits and pieces throughout past couple weeks and months. But me finding out that like the day after I finished Energon, one of my followers on Twitter hit me up and saying, hey, the new Transformers Beast Wars trailer comes out tomorrow. And I was like, what? Like, the coincidence happened is crazy. And it was like, yeah, it comes out tomorrow. And me thinking, he's probably not going to come out, or it's going to probably come out later. It came out, I'll say, 12 o'clock that day. And the trailer came out. Bruh, when I motherfucking tell you I'm a gorilla in a motherfucking coupe, I'm literally not playing. Like,
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
they showed the trailer. It was amazing. Optimus Prime's new. He's new. Well, he's not new. I guess he's like more G1, and it's like more regular fire truck engine, or it's not a fire truck engine anymore. He's like the front of an 18-wheeler. It still looks cool. It still look, and his chest piece looks nice. And I don't think there's that many humans in this one. I think this is going to be mainly Transformers, which was mainly people's gripes about the other Transformers movies. It was 2 humans instead of Transformers, just like the Godzilla movies where it's mainly humans problems, but it should be the Godzilla should be the main focal point. And from what the trailer showed me, it's Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime are in the same universe, in the same timeline, which in retrospect makes no sense because it's supposed to go
Maybe
G1, the Optimus Prime, and then Optimus Primal. But I guess they're trying to keep both of them in the same unit in the same timeline. And Optimus Primal's monkey form, I don't have a problem with it. Still, it looks great. It looks amazing. And it's way bigger paws than I expected, because when I was watching Beast Wars, I was like, okay, this should be the size of a gorilla and a T-Rex. But the way they depicted it, it's Optimus Primal is the size of a 18-wheeler. Well, no, he's the same size as Optimus, basically. I thought there was going to be like regular monkey sizes, but they're the same size as Optimus. So they're giant mechs still. Well, this giant mechs still in the Transformer movie franchise, but I thought they were going to be mainly small body, not small. I won't say small body, but like a normal gorilla size. Make that bad boy transform like 9 feet tall, but they're gonna be like huge as fuck. And for what the trailer showed me, we saw Optimus Prime and Primal, Bumblebee, Scourge, RC, Rhinox, Cheetor, Aerator, RC, and I think like another Predacon from the for the Predacon side. And we see the war and a little bit of transformation. Now, we also see a person that we haven't seen in a while. I initially thought they brought Jazz back, and the Transformer that died at the beginning at the first Transformer movie that got ripped apart by Megatron, but is actually Mirage, because I think somebody pointed out, a YouTuber pointed out, saying that Jordan Peterson, not Jordan Peterson, is it Jordan Peterson? What's his name? It's fucking Pete Davidson, my dumbass. I've totally forgot. Yeah, they didn't have his voice played. Obviously, they probably was trying to save it for when the movie comes out. And right now, well, not right now. I guess he's not really in any controversy. But now that he left Kim and that whole Kanye thing, he won't be under that umbrella of bullshit anymore. He'll just be fine. But yeah, Mirage looked good. Optimus Prime looked good. Primal looked great. They didn't really show the Maximals transforming, which I would like. They showed them, but they didn't like when Optimus transformed, they show him from like top to bottom. But for the Maximals and the Predacons, you didn't really see them. You saw Cheetor running and then him transforming, but you mainly saw his back when he transformed. And Primal, he was gorilla running and then rolled into his robot form, which I want to see more of it, because I don't think it's going to look like the Beast Wars one where he's like transforming, his feet turn around.
You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
And I don't know if Megatron is going to be in this one, because I think we're done with Megatron, but I think we're done with... Well, yeah, I think we're done with Megatron, really. Unless they bring back the Predacon Megatron with the T-Rex head. But I think the enemy is going to be Scourge. And we might see the Predator King too. That might be the big baddie. But for what we saw, that's what we saw so far. I watched the trailer like 40 times because I love it. And it comes out in June. I'm kind of a little disappointed in that because now we got to wait 6 months. But that gives them time to fix all the stuff or add in stuff. So because apparently the movies was already leaked and the movie's done. They're probably just go over and add in, fixing and stuff. So hopefully that works out because I definitely want to see that movie. That movie's fucking like super lit. And it's like weird that I would definitely be watching a bunch of Transformers stuff and then like the week of one of my favorite Transformers sagas is actually coming out. So here's hoping as well. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm big hyped for it. But let's get into the music for this week. So before I get to the actual movie dropped, in music, Kanye West was wilding again, as always. Well, when he's not making music and just randomly going off. He went to the, what's that nigga name? Alex Jones, yeah. The Alex Jones show. Where Alex Jones is another man who is not one for, who's also known for just saying shit randomly at like the drop of a dime. But even culminated with Kanye West, even he wasn't prepared for the shit that Kanye West was about to say. So Alex Jones had him on his talk show podcast, and Kanye West goes on a long ass rant of why, well, I'm not gonna say his name, of why this man should be, why this man should be, well, shit, well, I guess I'm on, I'm not on YouTube, why Hitler should be fucking, not celebrated, but like we should speak on the good things as well as the bad. And with that, it went all downhill because it was like, he even said, I am Hitler. I'm like, oh, nah, man. Like, come on, bro. There has to be a limit of like crazy shit to say. And even with the whole like, oh, he made highways or he did blah 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 blah, nigga, like you still are a monster. You're a genocidal monster. Like, I don't care if you built the first damn road or the first damn train, like, nigga, you're a monster still. Like, it doesn't matter what you did. In that instance, you are a monster. And I don't know how hard it is to get through people's heads. People are still like, oh man, you still gotta look beneath what you gotta look beyond what I'm like, all right, man, like, I'm really getting tired of niggas like that, man. And it's no flat to you. Everybody believe what you want to. I can't tell another man what to believe. But this comes to a point where it's like, where you stand in all this? Like, let's be real, man. Let's be really real. And a lot of people, and I won't say Kanye West is just saying this shit just to say it. And in my heart of hearts, I truly believe Kanye West ain't a hate monger or something, or not like that, but with his influence that he has and the people that like him, they're following suit behind him. And it's like, and I'm not gonna say a cult because cult at all, but it's just like, I forgot what I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where the exact location it was, but a fan of Kanye West was out and he was saying like, hey man, yeah man, I'm with Kanye West, man, he was right. Fucking Hitler was cool. And I'm like,
I do not know.
Bro, what the fuck are we talking about here, nigga? Nigga, like, come on, my nigga, like. And like, niggas are trying to make it seem like, oh man, Hitler was after the Jewish people. He wasn't after the true Jewish people. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm like really done now. Because niggas just saying shit just to say shit. And it just really pissed me off. Like to no ends was that made any fucking sense. And that's like super ignorant to the people and families of those people who lost their lives. And I'm guessing like that's my biggest issue. I would have a problem with it if a white person did to us. And that's another thing people are missing too. You want people to not talk about us and be disrespectful to our culture, what we stand for. Cool, I respect that. But when somebody ours do it to one of another person's, we're just like, oh man, yeah, they deserve it, man. Like, bro, what the fuck does that even mean? When do we get that? When we get to that point where we're just like pointing the finger and just saying like, nah, boo, boo, like whatever, like, bro, that's like that lame ass shit. And I'm not, and like I said, I'm not a canceling person. Like, I don't just wake up and just cancel niggas. Like, oh man, I'll cancel you because I don't like you. Like, I'm just not gonna put any energy in it, man. Like, it's putting unnecessary energy into some shit that, at the end of the day, doesn't concern you. Like, Kanye West is at a tax bracket, and the people that he's talking about in that tax bracket are way above my tax, or way above my pay grade, and I don't really care, like, to that degree. Like, I care that not thought out words and just running off the freedom of just talking has fucked up a lot of people's like weeks because of the dumb shit that's been said. But damn, I totally lost my train of thought because I'm trying. Damn, not putting any energy in this. Oh yeah, not putting any energy in it. Yeah, like I'm not gonna put any energy in it, man. It's just fuck it, whatever, man. It's like move on, not move on as if just forget and be like, oh no, he just said what he said. Like, don't even pay it, ain't mine, man. It's just like. It's not even like putting any that much energy in, man. Like, I'm getting to a point where at this time in my life where it's like, bro, I got shit that I want to achieve in, and I don't need like unnecessary shit or like, what's the word? Any background noise on my ass when I don't necessarily need it, like at all. But for the music, the actual music, Babyface dropped, Metro Boomin dropped, and both those albums are really fucking hard. I'm gonna start with the Babyface Ray one first. So when I saw the cover of it, I was initially thinking,
Open your mind!
is he just doing a deluxe of a deluxe? Which he wasn't. It's a new album called Mob. And I'm like, I'll let him slide on this album cover. Like, even though the music is what the music is, that Mob, not the Mob, but the whole album cover was like,
No.
it's straight. It ain't the greatest, but it's straight. I felt with it, but I hope the next one is better. But for the music, that shit is hard. So, just like I think it was Lil Durk, I'm not the biggest fan of Babyface Ray's singing, songy R&B hits. I mean, I'm glad he's trying to switch it up, and I'm glad he's not going to be like, I'm just going to give you Detroit 6 Zone 6 Mile flow shit, and I'm glad for it. Now, the intro is hard. The second song with Lil Durk, that shit is actually really fucking hard. I actually fuck with it very much. I didn't think it was going to be that good until I think it was like this blogging channel, blogging. Damn, sorry. I mess up on words today. This blogging Twitter profile put his verse in a song and was talking about, like, I don't know who he was because it ain't my business.
Oh, look at him joke!
But I heard it and I was like, oh shit, this sounds hard. And then it ended up being on the Babyface Rave song. I think it was, what's the name of this? Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy. I was like, okay, this is hard. Rap Politics. The beat's weird to start off, but it's still hard. Nice Guys hard. Brand New Men's is straight. Vonnie's skit. The skit is good. Vonnie, the song is good. I did listen to Spin It. Bitch, What You Doing? Number 9 is fire. Crazy World's fire. Massacre with Doughboy's fire, which I think Doughboy and Babyface should do something more, like a lot more together, because the way it's looking, this is the second time, well, to my knowledge, of them doing a song together, and it's good. Max Beats was fire. Wavy Gang, Immortal was fire. Cold Plus Love Me Some More was fire. Spill My Cup was fire. Corner Sweets fire. Hallelujah's fire. And Famous is fire. Now, Metro's album, boy, let me tell you something. Boy, let me tell you something. This man dropped like a little teaser movie for it. Boy, all right, this is how hard I was waiting for this album. The intro to the movie was Walk 'Em Down, number 12 on the album. Boy, tell me why I ran to that song on this album. That shit was so hard. Like, ridiculously hard. Now, to my knowledge, when I first heard this, before I heard the album, I was like, okay, this album is going to be a front and back cover. It's going to be, his first album is going to be Heroes, and the second, when he drops Deluxe, it's going to be Villains. But I was wrong. It's Heroes and Villains. The first half, or might be a good song, like, hey, we're here for the peace. But the second half of the song, it might be a turned up 21 Savage. Basically, I think one song started off with Future and ended off with Weeknd. So I guess it was Future was the villain, Weeknd was the hero. So it's just shit like that had going on. And that was a smart idea too, because dropping 16 songs of good, then 16 songs of bad, that's 32 songs. And that's a lot of songs, and that's a lot of shit to go through. Even though I would still fuck with and listen to it, I like this way of him portraying heroes and villains better. And with this, we also got a Takeoff verse that was definitely needed, and after his passing. And the verse was, again, really fucking good. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. That fucking, it was ASAP and Takeoff. Now, this led into ASAP, me knowing that ASAP is probably gonna drop soon too, which he is, because a couple of his songs got leaked, which I'm gonna get to next. But yeah, ASAP Rocky, as always, I always liked him on a song. I never understood why people don't like ASAP Rocky. I guess because I was looking through Twitter and people and some other Facebook and Instagram, and basically was people was like, his flow is basically like rat-a-tat-tat, I'm wearing some nice shoes, or like some neighboring, or some like some Da Vinci ass shit. And some of it is, I could say like, yeah, some of it is like that, but not all of it. So I wouldn't say super really like, oh man, this is all he raps about. So I wouldn't say that 100%. Now, Rocky and Takeoff on that song was ridiculously hard. Like, it was, I think halfway through Takeoff's verse, he did an alphabet bitches like Lil Wayne did, when he named off the women through A through Z, but instead of naming women, he was just ending every line of his verse with like A, B, or like he'll have A, B, C, D in the same line, and it was hard as fuck, like ridiculously good. Which I hope there's like more Takeoff verses in the tuck that they're holding on, and hopefully the person holding them isn't gonna like run through him or do anything fucked up with him, even though their families arguing over his will because he didn't write one before he passed away. Which which even if rich people go through that, poor people can too. So if you haven't wrote a will yet, you might need to. Just not just so you can like, oh man, just so I can have a will, or like, but just in case, man, because you don't know what the hell could happen. But another thing in music, a North Carolina's own Tia Corinne, yeah, she dropped. I didn't know she was from North Carolina at all. I thought she was from Memphis because what's my man's name? Ducee is in one of her videos. But she's from North Carolina, and she has a song that I fuck with called Freaky T. Boy, man, that video is hard. I heard the song before I saw the video, and when I saw the video, I could tell she's nice. She's super bad. She also has 2 albums so far: The Saga of 3-4 Corin and I Can't Wait. And I Can't Wait is just a Kingdom Hearts big ass reference. And she has really good music. And she's part of those, like, I would say like Rico Nasty type of girls where they're weird in their own right and they're still super hot.
Very naughty.
So that she's like in that realm, like with Doja Cat too. So I don't know. I've always been fond of like my women being like kind of weird. I don't know why. I never put 2 and 2 together till now. But still, the music's good, and she reminds me of a BK the Ruler, which again is right up my alley. So fire nonetheless. But on to some sad news. Apparently, a hacker leaked like over 100 songs of like Playboi Carti's, Young Nudies, ASAP Rocky's, Zababy, I think it's a baby, and like a couple other people. And I think out of this leak came out this ASAP Rocky and Playboi Carti song called Go. And I think it's kind of old because it has the old flow. And listening to it, I was like, this could be a little dated. Even though I don't care because Playboi Carti's songs, to me personally, don't age really. And by don't age, I mean like Playboi Carti's self-titled album, the intro location still holds up today to me, and it's still good. So, I mean, that was like Rolling Loud 2017. So yeah, it still holds up. So yeah, that's pretty long for a self-titled mumble rapper album. And I don't know if it's gonna be on A$AP Rocky's album, even though he announced it. And another leak came out. I forgot the name of that song, but at least 2-3 songs got leaked. I don't know if they're gonna be on it. And he performed some new music at Amazon concert, if I'm not mistaken, and paid tribute to a lot of rappers that we lost in gun violence, or no, we just lost in general, not due to gun violence, because Juice WRLD was shown. And I think he's going to have some hard, sad song for them boys, for all the boys he's shown. And to be personally honest with you, I'm a huge fan of A$AP Rocky. Like, a lot of niggas shit on A$AP Rocky for being like, I guess lazy and just a fashion rapper, but I never really gave him that flag. I really fuck with it. Like, it's really hard. Like, even his last album, I forgot the name of it, Long Live ASAP, where it's just ASAP Yam's face and his face. Like, I really fuck with that album. Like, that shit was really fucking hard. Like, there was nothing wrong with that album at all. But people don't like A$AP Rocky, and I can understand that, but I don't. So it is what it is. And with the leaks coming out, Young Nudy was the happiest about it. And he was all, you could tell because he even said, hey, whoever leaked my music, I'm going to beat the dog shit out of you. And I was like, damn. Like, yeah, I understand that you can't be leaking my music. This is my heart. This is my baby. And who knows what that project could have been that he leaked. So yeah, I've been fucking pissed too. So yeah, but other than that, I think SZA dropped. Oh yeah, SZA dropped. Is dropping this today. Actually, she dropped today because today's Friday. And I'm gonna listen to that, but it's gonna be, oh my god, man. I hope it's not like not sad music, because our last album wasn't sad, but it was like I was listening to it with somebody I care about, and me and her got along. Me and her, when we were listening to the album, we were really like digging each other. We were together, and she likes SZA too. I didn't put it on SZA. She likes SZA too, so we like kind of messed with that, and that album got some major plays. And it's not making me going like immediately think about her and remember her, which I technically is a lie, because I technically am remember her talking about this certain by talking about SZA. So it is what it is, whatever. But I'm definitely gonna give it a listen, and I hope it's not sad girl music, because I'm like, oh, I hope she recovered. But I think that's it for the music, and I think we're going to get to the manga portion. So I think last week I already talked about JJK and Kenjaku getting his ass whooped. Well, no, I already talked about him. No, I did not. So last week on JJK, because the only thing that came out today was My Hero and One Piece. So last week, Kenjaku thought he had the upper hand on Toto's master, and he thought he can break free of Tengen's enclosement and win the fight. But lo and behold, Toto's master got up even after getting battered and bruised, and was still able to whoop his ass. Like, I think she's missing like the skin on the part of our eye, so it's just like bone, blood, and eyeball, and her arms like super fucked up, and like she's going to work on Kenjaku. And the last panel, it was Chozo coming in for, I think, a supernova, which I think he was already going to go for that anyways, because I think he was just building up time to recover, because he was already fucked up. So not this week, it should be next week, because I think One Piece One Piece is on break for the next 3 weeks until January 1st, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If it is, I'll let you know next week. But yeah, after this week, yeah, because this chapter came out to Wednesday, which this started like a scan beef, and by scans I mean when the manga comes out, people translate it and put it out for us people who don't read Japanese, for us weekly. Now, some people get the leaks earlier than others. Some people get it and mistranslate it, which in a long scheme is bad, because sometimes you might mistranslate something and you might spread misinformation in the manga community. I know it sounds stupid, the miscommunication of like just an anime book, but that plays a big part when you're like discussing characters. Like, if you take out of context what Kaido said about Jack, you could say in one scan Kaido's crying because Don Flamingo lost, but in another scan he could just be crying that he was weak. So now it's like he's crying because he either lost or he's crying because he's weak. Which of the two? Boy! So the One Piece one came out on Wednesday, and for that one it was crazy because fucking Lucci has an awakened form, which is all I really give a fuck about, because I already know that Luffy is the sun god. The only people who didn't know was his crewmates. And it was crazy because, well, I'm lying. There's two things I care about: Lucci's awakening and Vegapunk saying that, I don't know if it's literal or figuratively, the wants of the people in the world made the devil fruits. And because of that the mother of the ocean cursed the people and that's why they can't swim. I don't know if that's 100%. I'm gonna have to wait until Sunday, but if that's the case, I'm gonna need a lot of explanation because that makes no motherfucking sense at all. Like, nigga, nobody wanted to have the power of wax. Nobody wanted to be a fucking sheep. Nobody wanted to be a fucking reindeer. I know damn well niggas didn't want to be able to stretch. I know damn well. So that's a motherfucking lie. So Oda's going to explain that in the SBS or something.
I am the hype!
And before today, when I read the regular skins, I initially thought Lucci at first was experimenting on. Even though the scans didn't say he was, I just couldn't, in my heart of hearts, be like, there's no fucking way Lucci was able to transform and be that form and just work and just win and just look like that. That nigga look like a mythical leopard, which he's not supposed to. He's just a fucking leopard.
That's just prime.
Shaz on Twitter, SHADZ. He brought up a panel speaking of the jailers and Impel Down and how zones, when they awaken and they can't control it, they turn into like monsters. But if you can control it, you become like perfect. And that would explain why that would explain why Lucci and Luffy have those, I want to say, Oni wisp around their shoulders and arms, because I guess that means you're a perfected awakened Zoan, which kind of would play in partial to what was her name, Yamamoto, if she's awakened or she's just mythical and she just looks like that. But it's crazy. I know, but I don't know what the mythical and awakened shit is, because that's just got told to us this year for zones anyways, because now I don't know, I have no idea what's going on. And freaking lo and behold, Kizaru was supposed to be there, which I don't even know how that's gonna go, because obviously Kizaru got strong, because if Lucci got strong in 2 years, Kizaru got strong, and I don't know how Kizaru is gonna fare against Luffy in Gear 5, because I don't know if Gear 5 has a restriction. And this might be the time where we see if he does the same thing in Gear 4 like he did in Gear 5 at the beginning, where he just like deflates and he can't use hockey for like 20 minutes, like 10 minutes. It might be a whole hour now, because we didn't see what happened to him after he got out. But we might not, because he was fully healed, fully like 100% when he started fighting in Gear 5. Like, nigga jumped out of his clothes and went Gear 5. Which is either telling me that Gear 5, well, I don't know, it's weird, because in regular zones, their clothes go with their transformation. But in this one, he was out of his form. So I don't know what's going on.
I do not know.
So who knows what's going to have to happen. But in the next 2 or 3 chapters, there needs to be like a heap of whole bunch of explanations happen, because if not, it's over, because goddamn, like, niggas, I don't know what's going on. But I think that's really it. Well, no, My Hero came out. My Hero came out later on today, which is weird. No, it came out yesterday, but I think it might have came out later in the afternoon. I wasn't looking for it because I went to work when I thought I wasn't supposed to, like some bullshit. But it was mainly Uraka and Froppy versus Toga, and let's find out it was Toga that used the blood of Twice, and became Twice, and used Infinite Double Sad Man Parade, which is like a whole fucking Super Saiyan a whole fucking army of Twices. And the Shroom Chick hero was like, everything just keeps on getting worse, which is fucking true, because like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen for them to win, but when they win, it is not going to be appreciated, because nothing but bad things are happening. Like, there's not one good thing that happened in like 2 months of My Hero. Like nothing. Like Deku coming in and saving was probably the only good thing. But other than that, that's like nothing. Matter of fact, low key, it might be 4 months of bad shit for My Hero, and the only thing good was Deku coming and saving. That's it. Like really, like nothing has been good for them niggas at all.
I told you so.
And I think it might be some malarkey that happens because when Araka told Toga we never talked about love, and she like had some dots beside her face and she seemed down and sad. I'm like, we're about to get some bullshit. I feel it in my bones. Some bullshit's about to happen. I don't know how, don't know why, but some bullshit's about to happen. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. And hopefully it ends well, because for the past couple of endings of mangas, it hasn't been going well. Well, personally, not for me, for other people. I think Tokyo Revengers ended well. Attack on Titan ended well. Bleach ended well. Naruto ended well. What the fuck was that name? Fuck, I forgot the name of it. Jagan ended well. And a couple of stuff ended well. I'm about to read Vinland Saga, which I need to start picking up on Slit to read, because I have not, man. Like that blackout fucked everything up, and I didn't know if lights was gonna go out in my neighborhood either, in my cousin's neighborhood neither. So I was like, shit, I really can't be doing too much. So I'm definitely gonna be looking up and seeing what's up, cause hoping to God I could get God of War or Sonic Frontier next week, and I could actually play them and actually have something to talk about in the game. And with the also Tekken 8 got announced too, and they got I think Tekken 8 got meter now. And by meter, I mean like EX meter, because I think there's a Run-EX cancel. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, these games are looking so beautiful. I can't wait. I have to buy it. I really have to buy a PS5. Fuck.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Whatever. But hopefully that comes soon. Hopefully. But one thing at a time. But I think that's it for manga. I haven't read anything. I'm going to start reading. I promise you guys, I really am going to start reading. But I think that's it for manga. I don't have anything else except for anime, and let's get into that. So Gokumui will be returning next year, starting on episode 37. I think it comes out on April, if I'm not mistaken, which is sad as fuck. And they lost a major staff member, so I understand why they had pushed it back. And they had to get their shit together. And not like trying to get their shit together as being mean or rude, but as in like after the death of the staff member, they had to like come together after the loss and get it together. But what else? That new Gundam Witch Mercury. The main character finally found out that her robot is a Gundam, which I understand that she probably has never seen a Gundam before, and she probably never know. But like, nigga, like you don't understand why your Gundam looks different from everybody else's mechs. Like, why does yours look like so much cooler?
Stupid ass niggas.
Because the fucking because that weird dude, that weird clone dude, that's not a Gundam. It's like a perfect Zaku, I guess, but thin. So I guess it's not a Zaku per se. Or a Gundam per se. It's a Zaku, but whatever. I guess I understand, but shit, it looks too different. It doesn't look like any other mech in the verse, in that whole entire station. So I definitely wouldn't know something was up. Blue Lock is getting good. I think we're gonna get to the crazy black guy in the soccer team, which is funny enough that that everything that Blue Lock is going hard and the World Cup is going on. So here's to that. Oh, they fucking announced reject Power Rangers, which is fucking weird. Everything that I'm reading or I have who I just getting into or like love is just now coming out next year because they're getting the anime, and that's pretty fucking lit. Only read one chapter of it. I have to keep reading because it's really fucking lit, so I'm gonna keep that up. So just beware, Reject Power Ranger comes out soon. I don't know when, but it comes out soon. Chainsaw Man is getting lit. We're finally at the part where we see Makima as doing her deeds. I'm still not gonna say it because it's a huge spoiler, but I'm not gonna say. But don't trust Makima. That's all. I'm not gonna go into it. Chainsaw Man looks beautiful. That Katana Man fight was way better than I thought. And I'm glad I seen it animated because that scene where he bows and it goes behind you, it looks better animated than in the manga, because in the manga it's just like kneel, ding, and he just slashes. Cobia, the weird chick that just like is a warrior work, she went hard. I'm glad niggas stopped sleeping on her because niggas was like clowning her. Well, for rightful reasons, because she was a pain in the ass, just crying all the time. So yeah, she deserves it. But she went to work in the episode and killed it. My Hero, I think I'm like 3 episodes behind, but I think this week is Dabi's announcement of, hey, I'm Endeavor's son. So, yeah. And I think I spoiled that for everybody too, without knowing. But man, it should have been already known, because that nigga look just like him, and he does fire quirk. He has a fire quirk, and there's not that many fire quirks in there. So here's from rest of the whole entire arc is number war and disaster, which I think is nothing gonna be nothing but depression for fucking My Hero, because after this arc, Deku becomes Black Deku, and shit still gets sad because that flag chick dies and gets work. So get ready for the whole probably 2-3 years for your heroes to be dark and gloomy and depressing. So cheers to that. But I'm gonna end it here. I ain't got nothing really. Happy holidays. You're probably gonna see another episode before the end of the year. It might be before Christmas, more likely, or the day before. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for listening, and stay safe out here in this crazy world. Say la vie.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy, why you doing so?
We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me.